We're going back to one of the basics of yoga practice, which is getting stronger using yoga. So it's one of those things where yoga is a wonderful tool for building strength. And as I've reminded you before, we don't just build bulky muscles doing yoga, we build long, supple dancers kind of muscles, which give us a lot of mobility as well as strength. Just a caveat though, the class might be a little bit vigorous for some of you who are participating, so feel free. You never need my permission to relax, to just do some breathing until you find your balance again. So let's begin. So just taking your seat, letting yourself land in this moment, land in your space, coming fully into your practice, bringing all of you to your practice, your body, your breath, your thoughts, your emotions, everything is welcome. Let's roll the shoulders a few times. That's always where the tension wants to go in my body. So I need to invite it to relax. And let's go in the other direction. And then bring those shoulders all the way up to your ears. Make fists with your hands. Tighten the muscles in your arms, pressing your feet into the floor, tightening your belly, clenching your jaw. And then let all of that go with a nice soft exhaled breath. Allowing your eyes to close if that feels comfortable, or just looking at the floor. Turning your focus inward to the breath. And if you like, just lightly placing your hands on your belly, your power center. So the breath begins way down in the body and begins to fill your whole torso all the way up to the shoulders, down through the legs, out through the arms, drawing on that deep, deep well of energy and strength. If your thoughts should wander away, either back to the past or ahead to what you might need to tackle later today, give your thoughts permission to sit and rest in the breath. Just a few more complete breaths here, please. And as you end that exhale, let your breath just return to its normal depth, rate, rhythm, observing always how you feel after those few minutes of centering. Good. And then opening your eyes if they're closed, joining your hands in front of your heart center. Let's also join our voices in the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om. Shanti. Peace. May we all know peace. So we're going to use our half sun salutations as a way to warm up the body. So we'll move a little more slowly with a little more focus on the breath, trying to recreate that deep belly breath as we breathe in and out. Here we go. Breathe in, sweep the arms up. And to exhale, reach back. Take the arms back to mountain and then fold forward at the hips. Let it go. Palms to the knees as you breathe up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, and now the arms sweep up again. Exhale, reach it back. Take it back to mountain, and then exhale all the way to your heart. Let's do that once more. Breath comes in, arms come up. Exhaling, letting the breath go as you reach back. Breathe it back to mountain. And then using the energy of the forward fold to let the breath go. Palms to the knees, come up halfway. Exhaling and folding. Inhale, arms sweep up. Let's reach it back. Draw in a nice full breath. And then exhale right back to your heart. And pause and breathe. One of the quickest ways to get our energy going is to focus on the breath. So we're going to do a couple of breathing techniques to help us get that energy. We're stoking the fire of that prana. We're going to begin with the active exhale. So make sure your feet are a little bit wider apart because you're going to be folding forward. So remember, the active exhale is a breath in, followed by 3 exhales as you fold forward. So here we go. Breath in and out through the mouth 3 times. Hold the body empty just for a beat. Release the hold, breathe in as you sit up, and hold the breath in. Relax your shoulders. Relax and breathe. Let's do that twice more. Deep breath in. Blow out those candles. Let it all go. Body empty. Breathe in as you sit up and hold the breath in gently. Release the hold and breathe. Last time, breath in, folding forward. Squeeze out that last little bit of breath. Hold the body empty. Release the hold, sit up. Hold the breath in. Soft holding. Relax and breathe. So we're going to pull some prana. We're going to grab out there in the ether, round the spine, open the hands as you're grabbing a fistful, and then exhale, pulling it in with fists right into your belly. Here we go. Breathe in. Exhale, pull it in. Ha. Breathe in. Take it inside. Ha. Breathe in. Ha. Ha. So you may be moving ha a little faster or a little slower than me, and that's absolutely fine. Ha. 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 Pull in all that energy. Ha. All that spring energy. Ha. Ha. A couple more times here. Ha. Ha. And relax. Let it go. So let's breathe the arms up into mountain pose. Nice tall spine, fingertips lifted, and shoulders sliding down your back. And we're going to twist from side to side with an exhaled breath. So here we go. Breath in, exhale, ha, to the right. Breathe in, lift the arms, exhale to the left, ha. Again, lift and exhale, ha, ha, ha. That sound is really important, ha, because it activates your core, ha, ha, ha. Couple more times, ha, ha. And then inhale, reach up and hold. You may notice that your arms and shoulders feel a little tired just by working with your own body weight. Great. Inhale, exhale, lower the arms down, and just gently circle those shoulders. Good. So we're going to work with our yoga tie with the overhead stretches and the side to side stretches. So make sure you have something you can use, a belt or a tie, a piece of fabric, a towel, anything that will extend your reach. So as we do these stretches, we're going to put tension on the opposite end of the tie as if we're attempting to pull it apart. And we're going to keep that tension on the tie with whatever movements we're doing. So let's inhale up and just stretch the hands away from one another. Great. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale up and reach it forward. Again, lots of tension on the tie. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, reach it back. You know, and if your arms get tired or if you're uncomfortable, you can always release the tie or just sit it out for a couple of breaths until you feel like joining in again. Let's do a couple more of those back and front. Good, and inhale, bring it up. Good, now we're going to go from side to side, but two things to remember: keep the tension on the tie and keep both of your sit bones on the chair. Here we go. Arching to the right. Inhale, bring it up and arch it to the left. Keep those elbows straight. Good, bring it up. Exhale to the right. Inhale it up. Exhale to the left. If you keep breathing, your energy will stay high. Make sure you're stretching up and stretching the hands apart. So this time, as we go over to the right, let's pause. Good. So see if you can reach a little further. You can even add a little forward and back rocking here. Bring it up and over to the other side and pause. Both sit bones on the chair. You want to stretch the side body. Good. And back and forth. This is optional, not necessary to do. It's just a nice little exploration. If it doesn't feel good, by all means, don't do it. And back up to center. Now let's make some circles. So starting small. Keep those elbows straight, keep the tension on the tie, let the circle get as wide and as big as your body will allow this morning. Nice big circles. Let's pause and go in the other direction. Start small. I like to exhale through the mouth because that really reminds me to completely let go of the breath so I have room for the next one. Good. One more big stretch, pull that tie apart and then release it. Good. Take a moment to notice how your shoulders and arms feel getting stronger all the time. Good. Breathe those arms up. And let's leave that left arm up as we twist to the right. And then switch sides. So right arm stays up, left arm drops down, we twist. Breathe it back to center, bring the arms together, interlace your fingers, And stretch those palms up towards the ceiling. Good. And let's just rock a little bit from side to side. Gradually bringing the arms down. And then circle your shoulders. Whew. Let's do one final stretch out for the shoulders since we've been working it so hard. I'm going to draw my right arm across my chest and gently press with the hand on the top of the arm. Good. Switch sides. Wonderful. And relax. Let's go for a walk. We'll get ready for the walk tomorrow. We'll do a little walking in place. So there's lots of options with the walk. You can just limit it to the lower body. You can pump your arms as if you were walking. And what I like to offer you as another alternative is bringing the knees up to the opposite elbows. So here we go. So the knees are coming up rather than the elbows going down. So your back is straight. Exhale that breath. Couple more times here. And then bring that right knee up and hold it. So the knee might come up a little, it might come up a lot. You can use your tie. You can hold on behind the thigh or below the knee. Relax those shoulders. Good. Let's circle the ankle. Go the other way. And I'm just going to circle the knee here. So this is probably a pretty small movement. Just getting some mobility in the hip. Let's go the other way. Great. And move into the figure 4 stretch. So options: crossing at the ankle, crossing at the knee, or placing that right ankle on top of your left thigh. Grow tall in your seat, pressing down on the knee, pulling up on the foot, and adding a forward bend for a deeper stretch. Notice where the strongest sensation is in your body and send your breath right there. Good. And let's release that now. Inhale. Come on up. We're going to do all of that on the other side. But just a reminder, sometimes people will say, how long should I hold a pose? Well, it's a very individual thing. You can count breaths, or another good way to determine how long to hold a stretch is to watch the sensation. For instance, if you're in the figure 4 stretch, it's going to be a strong sensation here, but as you hold the pose, the sensation will change and it will probably become a little more open. So you can hold it to that point. So let's do everything on the other side. We're going to march. Got to go around that pond one more time. Pump the arms if you like. Knees to elbows. Here we go. Blow out that breath. Couple more. Great. And this time it's the left knee that comes up. Holding on wherever is comfortable for you, sitting up tall. Great. And let's circle the ankle. Both directions, please. And let's warm up that hip a little bit. So hand on the knee, nice, easy circles. Hips get so tight because we do a lot of sitting. Good, let's go the other way. Ready for figure 4 stretch? Here we go. It's also one of my favorites. Spend a lot of time at the computer, so this feels really good. Sitting up tall to begin. Imagine that there's a little cord on the top of your head that pulls you up nice and tall. Good. Press down on the knee, pull up on the foot, and ease yourself forward. So as you're holding and breathing, you might find there's a little bit of softening that allows a deeper fold, a deeper stretch. Stay connected with your body sensations. How about one more deep breath? And let it go. And then breathing in, let's come on back up and uncross. Let's move into the seated Pilates 100, which is really wonderful for strengthening the core. Remembering that your choices are, you can extend your legs and keep the heels on the floor, or you can lift the feet and point the toes. Just make sure your back is away from the back of the chair. Okay. Arms extend, very active, fingertips to shoulders. And we're going to breathe in 4 times and out 4 times as we pump the arms. Here we go. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Keep those abs tight. Good. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3. Couple more. You can do it. Out, 2, 3, 4. Last time. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. And hold. Point those toes. Pull your chest forward just a little bit. Relax the shoulders. Great. Lower your arms, lower your feet. Great job. Separate those feet and fold forward to release those abdominal muscles. Sigh out the breath. Lots of energy. Good. So to sit back up, you can either walk your hands up your legs or bring your hands to your hips, engage your core, and hinge up using the strength of your abdominals and back muscles. Okay. And relax. So we'll come up to standing and we'll come up through chair pose. And we'll hold there for a little bit. So anytime you need to release the pose, please feel free to do that. So moving the feet back so the heels are lifted, feet are slightly under the floor. Breathe in, exhale, press into your feet, shoulders back, knees are bent. Good. Just take a few breaths here. Notice what's going on. And feel free to add the arms. You can bring them to the front. You can bring them to the side. Or the most challenging thing is to bring them overhead. Find that belly breath. Breathe in. Let it go through the mouth. Good. Breathe in. Let it go through the mouth. Last time. Breathe in. Let it go through the mouth. Good. Lower the arms. Straighten the legs. Notice how you feel. I'm going to jiggle my legs a little bit to get the circulation going in and do some hip circles. So a nice wide stance. Circle the hips. You can let your upper body be loose. Just circle. Let's go the other way. You can always be keeping one hand on the chair as you do this too. And then let's make a figure eight. Let's get a little fancy. Circle, circle, and switch it up. Go the other way. And then gradually bring that to stillness. So let's warm up a little bit more with some standing jacks. So remember, it's a step out to the side and the arms come up and then they return to your side. And then you step out with the other foot. So as you're stepping out, try not to lean too much. So you want to keep the body kind of quiet. Ha. 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 Let that breath go. Ha. Ha. Couple more. Ha. Ha. Good. And rest. And breathe. Good. Let's come to the side of the chair. Going to begin standing towards the left side of the chair. And we're going to work with warrior pose because that's certainly one that gets you in touch with your core energy. And I'm going to step forward into warrior rather than stepping back. So I'm going to stand slightly behind the chair. And I'm going to step forward with my right foot. Here we go. Breath in, step that foot forward. Ha! Really plant it. Good. Press back through your back heel. A little bit of bend in that forward knee. And add the arms. You can add one arm or both. Good. So you're practicing a little bit with balance here as you add the arms. Hips are square to the front of the room. Really squeeze that belly back each time you breathe out. Good. And we'll move into warrior two. So the legs stay right where they are, and I adjust my arms. So the right arm comes forward, the left arm reaches back. Create a little bit more bend in that forward knee and pull the arms away from each other as if you were using that tie that we used in the first series. Good. Really separate the hands. Breathe into that belly. Good. One more breath in. Exhale. Lower the arms. Step your feet together. So let's move into a straight-legged runner stretch. I'm going to turn and face the chair. And my feet are separated. And there's a little bit of space side to side. You see the width between the feet. That gives you a lot of stability. Good. The bend comes right from the hip crease. Here we go. Breath in and exhale. Placing your hands wherever is comfortable. You can come all the way down, nose headed for the knee. You can release the chair and breathe. Good. One more breath. And let's inhale, come all the way up and do a little forward, a back bend here, just to counter stretch. Great. Turn and face the front. We're going to work on archer pose. And if it's challenging for you to do archer, there's a couple of alternatives. Number one, you can just use the arms seated. You can be seated and just do the arm movements. Okay. Or you can keep one hand on the chair as you do it standing. So here we go. I'm going to step forward on the right foot. Good. Find a little balance. And then build your bow and arrow. So my right hand's going to come behind my head. Left arm is going to come forward. Keep that right elbow drawing back. Breathe in and rotate around to the left. Good. Don't over twist your neck. Keep the right elbow moving back. Good. A lot of sensation in the upper body. Good. On an inhale, guide that arm back. And release. Step your feet together. Take a couple of breaths. And let's pause in between and just do a downward dog before we go to the other side. You can be standing at the back of your chair if you like, walking your legs back. Shoulders relax, belly hangs down. Nice soft knees. Don't lock those knees. And let's walk it back towards the chair. Awesome. Come on over to the other side. So again, we're going to work with warrior. I'm going to step back. And the foot that's going to step forward will be my left foot this time. Make sure you let that sound out as you place the foot on the floor, that ha sound. You'll feel your belly contract and engage that core center. Here we go. Breathe in. Step that left foot forward. Ha. Good. Plant it down. Sink down. Feeling as if there's a magnet in the center of the earth, pulling your core right down. Good. When you feel centered, when you feel grounded, you can add one arm, both. Hips face forward. Reach for the sky. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Breathe in. Great. Inhale, exhale, lower the arms, feet stay where they are, and we prepare for warrior two. Left arm comes forward, right arm sweeps back. Sink down a little bit deeper. Look off beyond your fingertips into the future. Connect with your breath. One more breath, please. And exhale, lower the arms. Step your feet together. And turn and face the chair as we get ready for straight-legged runner stretch. So again, making sure there's a nice distance between your feet. Stepping one foot back. Hinging right at the hips on an exhale. So think about creating length between the crown of your head and your tailbone. Good. Even if you come over just a little bit, that's fine. I'm going to bring my hands behind my back for a little more of a challenge. Nose to knee. Flatten your feet. Good. Inhale, breathe it up. All the way. Create a little bit of a back bend. Woo. And back to center. Let's get ready for archer pose. So I'm going to be stepping forward on my left foot. Nice walking step. Doesn't have to be a big step. Just really ground yourself. Flatten the toes out. Notice if your toes are like gripping the floor. Flatten them out. Send your exhale that way. Left hand comes behind the head, elbow back. Right arm extends forward. Breathe in. And let the exhale twist you to the right. Again, nice, easy breath. Relaxed neck. If you've lost the breath, find it again. Soft knees. Good. One more breath here. Let the next inhale bring you all the way around, nice and slow, to the front. Good. Lower the arms. Step your feet together and take a breath. Let's do one more downward facing dog. Again, you can stand at the back of the chair or to the side of the chair so you can use the seat. I'm going to walk my feet away and pedal my heels. So a deep bend from side to side. Pressing the hips back, letting the shoulders relax. Great. Let the next in-breath bring you back and take a seat. So let's finish with the seated triangle and a forward fold. And then we'll have our meditation. So I'm going to separate my feet wide apart for triangle. And remember, doing the triangle seated is a nice option. You can focus on the alignment of the upper body. You don't have to worry so much about balance. So it's a nice alternative. So begin by sitting up really, really tall. And let's reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Good. Left arm comes to the inside of the left leg. And I can gently press that knee open. Good. Inhale and reach to the side. And breathe. Keep drawing that right shoulder back to open the body. Adjust your head position so it's comfortable. You can look up. You can look at the horizon. You can gaze towards the floor. Your choice. Good. Put a lot of energy in that right arm. Let it return you up. Pause for a breath. And we'll go to the other side. So left arm reaches up. Extend, extend, extend. Right arm comes to the inside of the leg. Press that knee open. And arch. Notice how your neck is feeling. If you need to adjust your gaze so it feels more comfortable, please do that. Feel your feet on the floor, even if you're not standing up. Good. Breathing in, lengthening that arm, releasing it down, and walking your feet together, a little closer together, about hip width apart. We'll do our forward fold and we'll do it in stages with the wave breath. So it's a reaching out as you breathe in and then an exhaling as you roll back, starting with the feet directly under the knees. So you can stop the progression at any point the forward fold works for you. accentuate the breath. Breath is prominent, prominent. I'm going to move my feet forward slightly. And just always a caution as you're moving your feet forward, you want to make sure you still feel stable on your chair. So if you need to hang on as you fold forward, that's perfectly fine. So once more, I'm going to invite my feet a little further forward. Knees are still very slightly bent. Moving the stretch further up the hamstrings. And wherever you are in the fold, let's just pause. You can hold on to the chair. I'm going to bring my hands to the floor. Relax the neck. Ease the breath. Nice deep exhaled sigh. Good. And then bring yourself on an in-breath back up to a seated position, placing your feet under your knees and just doing a few side-to-side twists to finish. Allowing yourself to settle in your chair, knowing you've done some really terrific work. Letting your eyes close. Allowing yourself to check in with anything that has shifted and changed because of your practice, whether it's the breath or your body or the energy. Paying kind attention to the body. Letting go of any judgments. Staying present. Once more, breathing in. And on an exhale, just letting yourself stretch any way that feels right. Stirring up a great big pot here. Allowing your hands to rest at heart center. We'll close our practice with an Om. Om. Om Shanti, peace. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from fear. May all beings be healthy. And may all beings everywhere know peace. Namaste.